Yo, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, we are going to be going behind the scenes into the rebrand. Dude, I'm super excited to be finally launching this today. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see like what's been changed, what's going on. Um, Definitely a lot of different changes to the channel. I'm super nervous, but super excited to be finally launching everything. Dude, I've been working on this for a year and a little over a year. I want to say a year and a half, but it hasn't been a year and a half. It's been a little over a year. Me and these artists have been working very hard on this whole project, and I'm very excited to reveal it. But yeah, so probably the first thing, why am I doing a behind the scenes video for this whole thing? Um, the reason being is because like if I just let's say I just launched everything, no context to anything that's going on, I'd have to like explain little things, and I probably still will have to, but I'd have to explain little things here and there about oh what's this, oh what's that, oh wow. But if you need context, you could go back to this video and be like, oh, that's why he did that. Oh, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so that's the whole point of this video. It's also going to be really long. It might go over an hour because there is 100 slides for this whole thing. I hope you guys are ready. Strap in, grab some popcorn. If you want to learn more about the rebrand, do it. So yeah, second off, why I started working on the rebrand in the first place. The whole reason being, the whole purpose, the whole why I did it, was because of an art piece I wanted done. That from another artist that I worked with for a while that did like all of my stuff, and they said no to doing it. So I was like, well, crap. Well, now I have to go and find another artist to do this, which means I have to redo all the other art. I basically, it was a domino effect, right? I had to redo everything because of that one art not being done. But it ended up being a whole thing. Like, because of the domino effect, I ended up just calling it a rebrand because that's exactly what it was. Because, like, since that art piece couldn't get done, in my head I was just like, wait, if this has to get redone, that has to get redone. If that has to get redone, that has to get redone. It was a whole thing, and I wanted to do the rebrand because, because of that reason. Because, like, if that has to change, this has to change, that sort of deal. Yeah, like I said, I've been working on this for a little over a year. It's crazy that it's taken me and the artist this long to get this done. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited. So, without a further ado, let's get into it. First off, these graphics, everything graphic-wise, not including art, I made myself. So, like, the designs here, I'll talk about more about this design in a second, but I love the gray and white that I did instead of, like, black and white, which I usually did. I think this is way more cleaner, in my opinion. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Bam! The big reveal. So, why am I changing my name is probably what a lot of people are going to ask. The big reason behind it is I wanted something to call my own, My original name, Castle CDJ, was Castle Crasher Disc Jockey, and I wanted to change that because I felt like it wasn't my own, This is like my third name change. My third one. I'm probably going to stick with this one. Probably. I'm going to stick with it. I promise. But yeah, my first one, the whole reason I changed my first name, which I'm not going to mention, I got bullied for it. And I wanted to be like, okay, I'm going to change my image and change my name. And boom. I did that with Twitch. I would call my first name my YouTube name. And then eventually, changed it to Castle CDJ. So yeah, I think this being my third name change, I wanted it to be my own standout thing. The numbers 4513, they represent letters. So you guys would have to look it up on Google if you don't read, binary. But it's supposed to say castle, and that's what it's supposed to say. Some people have called me Casty, some people have called me Casts or C4, C45, like bunch of different names, but it is castle. So yeah, some people actually have gotten it that I've like, oh, that makes sense, type of deal. But yeah, that is the whole point of the numbers. But yeah. So anywho, moving on. But yeah, big name change. I think out of everything, that's probably the biggest part of the rebrand, is that name change, which I'm going to stick with. So yeah. Next up, the graphics that I've been doing, that I'm doing here, the kind of like rectangular line. This is supposed to be a knight's helmet. If you were to crop this image down to here, and then like to here, it would look like a knight's helmet, and it'll look like that when I use it as like my profile picture, which is what I'll be using this for. But yeah, it represents like a knight's helmet, because you guys know I love the medieval theme. I love everything about it. The whole base of this rebrand is surrounding this medieval theme that I want to keep going with, which I love. It's super cool. So yeah, super neat. So yeah, all the graphics that I did are gonna have this kind of Y looking knight helmet to follow. You'll kind of see it in in this kind of like in the corner here. We got that knight helmet going on. But yeah, so pretty neat. Now, the new Twitch panels. Redoing all my Twitch panels, as, gotta change everything with the rebrand, this domino effect. Again, following the whole knight theme, this medieval theme. Again, the numbers, rules, 1 3 5. The rules I'm not changing anything with the description of the rules, but the panel itself is changing. So yeah, there's that. Also got a social panel, 141, aka social. I will talk about this more a little later, but there will be a new social panel. It'll be a lot more simpler. And yeah, and then we also have a merch panel. Again, I will talk about that a little later. But yeah, merch panel, super neat. And yeah, let's talk about the social panel. So, I'm using this new thing called Linktree. It's like, well, not new. I think it's been around for a bit. But essentially what it does, it links, you click the social panel, and it'll link to this. And basically you could select all of my links, like Twitter, Discord, and then I've also got all my Spotify playlists here. You got my heavy playlist, my chill playlist, my EDM playlist, my pop / rap / it's a feelings playlist, basically. But yeah, it's a super cool website that just lets you link your stuff, and I like that. So yeah, a little easier to get to like all my stuff that I use, instead of having a bunch of different panels that link all the stuff. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm using Canva to kind of show you guys all this. It's where I made all my graphics. So if you're curious to how I'm using this, I'm using Canva. It's a really cool site just for making graphics and stuff. It's neat. I like it. But yeah, so Linktree is what I'll be using for the social panel. So you click that, you can go to all my stuff. It's pretty neat. Now, moving on. I have a new offline banner background to fit the number theme and the night theme as well, which is super cool. And then we've also got a new banner. So if you were to go to the channel before the Twitch stream, you'd see this at the top above like the channel trailer. But yeah, super clean. It's literally just my name and then following the night theme a little bit. But yeah, super cool. And then you guys have known about this. I use this all the time, but I thought I'd include it as part of the rebrand. The webcam border kind of follows the color scheme a little bit. White, gray, you know. But yeah, you guys already know about that, so that is there as well. Actually, I'll just do this. There we go. Now, the next part that I want to talk about is our community name. So again, domino effect, everything has to change since we're changing everything, you know. But yeah, so this is our new community name, the Realm Keepers. I'm super excited to be showing you guys this. Along with the name change, I just wanted to create a new community name to fit it. The name, I did a lot of research into like King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, all that, anything medieval, to come up with a name. And I even asked for help on this, but I ended up coming up with my own idea when I was doing my research. So the name actually comes from the Knights of the Realm. It's like a... I forgot where it's from, but like it's basically, I think it's surrounding King Arthur and the Knights of the Realm almost, which is how King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, but the Knights of the Realm fits into that, I guess, somewhere. I kind of remember where I got the info from, but yeah. So I wanted to do something kind of around that, and the Realm Keepers seem to fit. So yeah, I hope you guys like the new community name. If you don't, well, it's my idea, so you have to like it. But yeah, it's super neat, and again with the number theme as well. So yeah, and then I hit the wrong thing. Oh no! There we go. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So this next one, a new Discord icon. So instead of our little hazmat knight guy that I've had since 2020, I'm using this new. It's gonna look the same as the Twitch profile picture, but it'll basically be the blue instead of the gray knight helmet. It'll be the blue knight helmet. Gosh, I'm so creative. But yeah, this will be the new Discord icon, which is super neat. It looks super clean. But yeah, and along with that, the server name will change to the new community name, so the Realm Keepers, and as well as the main text channel, it will change to TRK Chat, which is it's just the Realm Keepers, but for short. So yeah, neat. This next one, super excited to talk about the new merch. So yeah, again, with the rebrand, you know, the merch must change. So yeah, and each design in here, it is inspired by the rebrand, which I wanted to do. So this first one is basically, I would say it's like community merch for our community name. It's the TRK shield, which is the Realm Keeper's shield. It's super clean. I love like all the colors that I did on it. Like some like I still have black in here, but I did gray, dark gray, light gray, and then white around the black. Super clean. I love it. It looks good. But yeah, super clean piece of merch. I'd say it's like, out of all the ones that I've done, it's got to be my third favorite out of all these art pieces of merch. But yeah, it looks super clean. The next one is the knight helmet. So it's like the same. It's like the Y I've been doing, like the gray Y, the blue Y. But this one, it's white, and I was thinking like, okay, well, I got a Y. How can I make this into merch? I just added a line down and made it look like a different type of knight helmet, but it looks clean. It looks good. it looks really good. I'm super happy with it. This is probably my fourth favorite out of the other ones, but this next one is my second favorite, dude. It looks so good. 4513, the thing I've been teasing for over a year now. 4513, so the 45 are white, the 13 are black, and then I've got like a faded down color scheme of gray. Dude, it looks so good. It looks clean. It looks clean. It does. But yeah, again, it's in reference to the name change, which is super. It's super nice. It's like all the. I would say all the merch follows the same type of theme. Like, it goes with the medieval theme. It also goes with the name change theme. Lots of themes here, dude. I love it. It's clean. And this one, this one's gotta be my number one in terms of just like the merch that I've done, which is it's super clean. The I've called this the binary design. It's all the ones and zeros, and then it all like the ones and zeros. It goes down and down, and then in the center, I've got my name with some ones and zeros to the side. If you guys don't know what like the binary like code is, basically if you were to put ones and zeros all together, just a bunch of them together, and like you space them out, they end up forming like a sentence. Like, basically the numbers can translate to words in a way. But it's super cool code. I do like it. But yeah, it's super clean. This is like my favorite design. I'm super happy with this, and all these designs I made through Canva. So it's crazy. Like, this has got to be my favorite one. I'll probably be picking it up myself. But yeah, so those are all the merch designs, and you're probably wondering, if you wanted to get some merch, you don't have to, but if you wanted to, you can actually pick some up now. Oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, so I'm actually switching from Design by Humans to Redbubble for this rebrand, because I haven't been happy with Design by Humans, like, sizing, I guess. I don't know. I basically just wanted to switch from Design by Humans to Redbubble because it's more simple. And yeah, and I also went ahead and changed the Shadow Designs logo. This is the name of the merch store that I made a while ago. And yeah, I wanted my own designs logo, and so I made this, but I updated it to match the rebrand, and I also added like shading in for Shadow Designs. Oh, looks so good, dude. And then like shading for this guy. It looks sick. So yeah, I hope you guys do like the merch that I made for the rebrand. It's super clean. But yeah, anywho, moving on to the next one. Oh, is it gonna go? There we go. So, small little Nightbot changes, nothing crazy, nothing extraordinary. I have removed, and I removed some Nightbot commands and added some new ones. Like I updated Nightbot a bit, and now it's like it's more clean. I might add more, not remove, but add more. But yeah. I think if there was any command I'd like to add, it'd be something to help the stream, not for like randomly adding stuff. But yeah, I think this is really neat. It's a small little change, but it was kind of necessary just to clean things up. So yeah, and now panel deletion. So this is kind of a big one for me. And I'll talk about why. So I'm deleting some panels, like I said, to clean things up, to keep things like to keep things less cluttered. There's only 3 panels now, so what I've gone ahead and done, minus this one, this isn't here anymore, but I am removing the tip and sub panels. I personally, I don't really know what other people think, but I hate the panels. I do. If someone wants to donate or sub, they shouldn't have to stare at these panels that tell them to do it. It's your choice, man. I've always thought that, like, it is your choice. Like, you shouldn't have to be forced to sub or donate. Like, I don't care if you sub or give me money or whatever. It don't matter. Like, dude, I'm just here playing video games, enjoying myself. That's the whole point of Twitch, is to play video games or stream or whatever. Do what you want, man. But you shouldn't have to be forced to sub or donate. That is what these panels do. That's why I'm removing them. So now, you don't have to stare at a panel telling you what to do. You can do it of your own free will, your own volition. Do what you want, But yeah, I've always hated the panels. I've been wanting to remove them for a while. And I didn't know how to go. Like, I could just remove them, but I wanted to do it in a form of, like, maybe a rebrand or something. And now we're doing that. So it works out. It works out. But yeah, this is definitely, like, this is a good change because, it'll create less clutter. And I really do think it was necessary to be done. So yeah, again, you don't have to stare at panels anymore. Isn't that crazy? Because I'll go into different streams and I'll stare at panels like that and be like, wow, you're telling me to sub? That's crazy. Who asked? But yeah, so kind of I would say big change, not really small, but yeah, definitely needed to be done. Next up, the better Twitch TV update. So I'm not going to be uploading my own emotes to Better Twitch TV anymore. Oh my god, it clicked on the wrong one. I'm not going to be uploading my own emotes to Better Twitch TV anymore, so like this is going to stay 0 of 100. However, I'll still be using shared emotes because I feel like, I don't know, I don't use these slots a lot, and when I do, I don't have a lot in there, so I'd rather just use the shared emotes. So yeah, I've got a bunch of them. You guys have probably already noticed that I've just had 100 of these and 0 of these, but yeah, I feel like it's a small change, but it had to be done. Had to be done. It's kind of like the Nightbot stuff. But yeah, so anywho, DMCA free playlist. So you guys probably know this. I do play probably not. I play a lot of the same artists on stream now because yeah, you could get banned for playing music. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious, dude? That's, oh my god, that's a knee slapper, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, so I have been playing my DMCA free playlist on stream a lot. If you do want to like listen to it, if you want to use it for your own stream, if you stream, you can use this playlist. It's DMCA free. There is a link for it in the social panel. You just click on the social panel, link tree, and it's at the very bottom. It says Twitch playlist. But yeah. So the artists I have in here, I only have 3 artists. I have Our Last Night. They support DMCA free music, which is cool. Because they want you to listen to their music. They're like, hey, music, listen to it now. They really wanted you to listen to it, so yeah. And then I've also got another artist in there, Puppet. But Our Last Night is more like I would say they're more like they're a rock band. But Puppet is another artist I have in there. I played him a lot. He's like electronic punk is the best way I can describe his music. It's super good though. And then I also have Mitch Jones. I do believe he is a streamer, but I also have his music in the playlist. It is DMCA free. So yeah, all the music in here is DMCA free. It's not at 38 songs though. There are more in there. I swear. And there's going to be more. So. But yeah. So if you guys want to check out the playlist, you can in the link tree. In the social panel. But yeah. Super neat. I thought I'd just share this because DMCA free music is, it's needed on Twitch. But anywho, moving on. no event list. So this is a small one, but I will not be using an event list anymore on stream. You guys have probably already noticed I don't have it on there to begin with. It's to create less clutter, and follow bots, they're everywhere. They're a bunch of idiots on the internet who don't know what they're doing. So yeah, I feel like it's just less clutter, and they take up that spot anyway. So wanted to get rid of it. The face cam, it's enough. It's enough, man. I don't need anything else on screen besides the game and my face cam. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, let's move on to this next big thing, channel points. So I've been kind of teasing that I want to do something different with channel points. Like, for example, the PS5 redeemable point reward, that's gone. That's garbage. I hated that channel point, dude. I've wanted to change that for so long. But I'm doing something that probably no one else has done for channel points. If I'll go into a channel, dude. I won't see like anything creative going on with channel points. People either meme with the channel points or they don't care. This is no meme, bro. I care today. But yeah, so without a further ado, the channel points. So I'm going to try a D&D style point redemption that lets you redeem quests. Essentially, that's basically what it is. So every redeemable, point reward, it's in order. So you start with prologue. It's this thing right here, and you move your way up. So you'll notice like if it gets more expensive, you're going in the right order. But yeah, the channel points themselves are being renamed to contracts. So you pick up like contracts. When you're picking up like bounties from a board, I was gonna call them bounties originally, by the way, but I went with contracts. It's cleaner and more simpler. But you know how you'll like go up to like a bounty board and you'll pick up stuff like in a game or something. This is like that, but contracts, and the channel points themselves, contracts, are getting a new icon. This one, I made this in Canva. It's super simple. It's a contract. That's all it is. But yeah, I also to note how much work I put into these channel points. I wrote entire storylines for each quest with the 200 character limit in this description. So yeah, if you see this, you'll know that I wrote it myself. These storylines for each contract. It's crazy, and I did it within the 200 character limit, which is hard to do. It's very hard to do because it's just like, I love writing, so I like writing like long paragraphs kind of, but it's super hard to write with a 200 character limit, dude. And hey, even if these channel points don't work out, like if people don't use them, it's a nice change, and I think it fits with the medieval theme. It'll be a good working theme for the channel. So I hope you guys like these channel points. If you do, let me know, because I do want. The most important thing for this rebrand, I want feedback. I want to know, hey, were these good changes? Were these bad changes? Sometimes if you tell me I hated that, I'm gonna be like, I don't care, I like it. So, yeah, definitely the channel points are probably the biggest one of them all. It pretty big. I'm very happy with them. But yeah, anywho, moving on. So, I am switching from Streamlabs to Stream Elements. Personally, this is due to how Streamlabs operates. There was a thing on Twitter a while ago where they were stealing stuff from OBS, like designs and stuff and whatever, and names even. And they also were lying about stuff. Like, Streamlabs, when I was reading all that, I'm like, they're really a scumbaggy company. Like, wow. So I decided to switch to Stream Elements just to stay clean, But yeah, I definitely wanted to stray away from them and switch to a new platform, which I have been I've been using the site a bit. It's pretty clean. It actually works really well. So, yeah, kind of a big one. Switching to stream elements, which is neat. Anywho, new description. I will have a new channel description on Twitch. It'll basically just explain my name to those who don't speak binary. You don't know what my name is, brother? It's Castle, not Casty, not C4, not C45. You know, it's simple. Castle. Get that ingrained in your minds, okay? It's Castle, all right? But yeah, so new description, new Twitter things. I will be changing my Twitter handle and username to match the rebrand. So pretty neat. Just big changes all around. Big changes all around. So yeah, with that as well, new PS. I love how I put a 5 there and it's PS5. But yeah, new PSN things. So my name has already changed on PSN. Most of you might have noticed. I had to because of Destiny 2 because they were changing their names, and I love that game, so I had to change it. But I was also silent about it, not to give anything away. Because yeah, if you guys noticed, you were like, oh, I know what's going on here. I know things. You knew, and if you knew, cool, and you didn't say anything to anyone else, great. Like, all you can do at that point is just speculate, like, oh, he's definitely doing it, dog. He's totally changing his name. No, he's not telling anyone. But yeah, so I kind of had to do that early. It was unplanned, but I definitely had to do it. So yeah, now, into the next phase of things, we're going to be talking about the art and stuff. OBS scenes, you guys have already seen these, but it goes in line with the art. So we got the starting soon screen with the really clean but really simple. The text, originally I was going to just do it on the image, but I thought it didn't look good because there's white in the background, and I thought, you know, maybe doing this kind of like faded block line behind the text would be cleaner, and it is. It looks so much cleaner, dude. It looks so good. So yeah, I did that. So now you can, you know, clearly see the text, and you can also see the image. Like, dude, if I had done that without the block line, it would have looked weird. It would have looked weird. So I'm glad I did this. Very happy with this. Again, the numbers as well. And yeah, same with this one. Again, there's white here, so it just would have looked weird. And again, I was just like, I'm following the theme here, you know? Like, even here it would have looked weird. So doing that little line helped, you know? That, like, rectangle line, faded black line. It looks good. It looks clean, dude. It looks clean. But yeah, you guys have already seen these. If back in September, I did, like, a little rebrand preview so you guys could see what was going on. So yeah. And then as well as this one, thanks for watching. And thank you for watching this behind the scenes video. I hope you guys are enjoying it. But yeah, anywho, on to the art. So the person who did the art, like the backgrounds and everything for the channel, is Steph. Steph E. I don't know. Steph. I call him Steph. But yeah, Steph, I found through Twitter. It was actually really easy to, like, when you search up artists on Twitter through the trending or the hashtag thing or trending thing, if you just search like art, like Steph was, I found Steph pretty instantly, and I was like, okay, I like their art style, and their prices are pretty good. So, I definitely wanted to work with Steph after, you know, I couldn't get that art piece done, and Steph did a phenomenal job with this art. I'm very happy with all the work that Steph did. I hope to work with Steph more in the future as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. So first off, the sketch. I'm gonna show off like sketches and stuff of everything that's been done in the rebrand, so you guys can see the kind of the work process behind all this. And I hope the artists don't mind that I'm showing this. You know, I appreciate you. But yeah, so this is the first sketch of to start kind of the storyline behind the art. This is the knight going into the mountains, and then, dude, the final piece in the sketch, the difference between the two, it's mind blowing to me. It really is. It's crazy, dude. Like, you go to the next one, it's just like, boom, what just happened? It's like one of those moments. But yeah, it looks so good. The knight's just going towards the bridge, and that's the start of the story that I'm trying to tell here. Which the mountains look sick. Everything about this looks so cool. Like, that's what I think that's why I said when this got shown to me, like, this art looks insane. It looks so good. Like, everything about it looks great. So yeah, that was that. Steph did a really good job. And then we've got the sketch for this next one. This one blew my mind. This one had me like foaming at the mouth almost when I got this notification that this had been done. So yeah, the knight is going into these mountains to fight a dragon to kill it. That's kind of the second part of the storyline. And then you swap to the next image, and it's just boom! It slaps you in the face. You know, you don't see it coming. It looks so good, dude. Like the dragon itself looks sick, and I also want to point out like a little detail that you might not notice. So we go back to this one, right? So you see the knight's tab. You're gonna want to pay attention to this for like all the way through. It's this little detail that like impressed me the most with Steph's work. So notice how like the cloak here, or the cape, it's already tattered. It's kind of it's tattered. It's pretty bad. But then you go to the next one, right? And you like look at the cape. So the the dragon is shooting fire at the knight, and it's actually, if you notice, it's coming off of the walls and stuff and off the floor, but the fire is actually hitting the cloak. Right? I asked him to add that detail in because I thought it was super cool. Yeah, the fire's like catching on pieces of the cloak and the cloth and all that. But it's just a super neat detail because, and I'll show you in the next piece. The details, man, they matter. They really do. So, yeah. Let's go on to the next one here. Oh, I went to the wrong one. So this is the sketch for the next part of the story where the knight has killed the dragon and he's going back to the kingdom to celebrate his victory, and to turn in his reward. The sketch, you can't really tell much from the sketch how it's going to look, but it still looks good. But then like you go to the next one, it's just like, well, bam! Kind of, it hits you in the face, man. It's crazy. The amount of work on the kingdom, Steph told me this is why it took so long, because of the kingdom, and I didn't expect him to do this. I thought this was crazy. He like Steph did some work. So Steph, if you're watching this, you do good things. You do them good. But yeah, so he's riding the horse. The horse. So you probably noticed in the art pieces there was no horse there when he arrives at the mountain. I explained that. It's in the contracts, dude. You'll see it. It's talked about. I am such a good storyteller, dude. But anywho, yeah. So the horse is carrying the dragon's head because got killed. And then again, I'm gonna point this out. So the the dragon breathing fire on the knight's cloak. It is shown in this one how there is damage to the cloak. I asked Steph to add that detail in, and Steph did perfectly. It's so good. It's so good, dude. The details, like the tattered, like cloak, it looks sick, dude. It looks so good. So yeah, it looks phenomenal. Great work on this one. And then you can kind of see in the next one, but in the next one, so there's the sketch for it. So this cross up, I think I wanted to do a flame here, to kind of, but the shadow flame was a part of my old design, so I ended up going with a cross to better suit the theme of the whole rebrand. And basically the storyline here is ending. The knight is getting officially knighted. And I talk on the story a lot in the contracts, but the knight's getting knighted because he killed the dragon. He did the thing. He did the dang do. He did it good. He's getting knighted, and that's kind of the end of the storyline for the knight. And then you swap to the next image. It's crazy, dude. Look at this. It's insane. The crosses are so cool. And then the knight's being knighted. The king looks sick. Everything about the art that Steph does is phenomenal. No matter how long it takes, it is worth the wait. That's kind of like when I get the notifications, I'm just like, ooh. You know, it's worth the wait, man. It's so good. But yeah, so that's that for the storyline. And the other additional pieces of art here, I actually did a wallpaper for Steph, of all the ones he made for the storyline. I did it of all the knight, and it looks so good. I did it because I wanted to, because I appreciated the hard work he did. It looks so clean, you know. But yeah, I love this storyline that I've been building of this knight, and now it's kind of finally just come to a conclusion, and it looks so good. Looks phenomenal. So yeah, that is that. And I actually use my wallpaper. This is my wallpaper right now. Like I actually use this, and I love the wallpaper. It looks so good. But along with that, I actually added like my own. I'm probably not going to use this, but I just did it for fun. Just added my name in there. It looks cool. Looks cool. And then this next one, I asked Steph to actually do the actual knight, as just a character, and it turned out really cool. Like there's the sketch. Sketch actually looks really cool. I like the sketch, and then you go to the actual one, and it looks so good, dude. It looks sick. It looks good. Like from the angles that you see in like the art, you can only see a few angles of the knight's helmet, but then like you get the full angle here, and it looks good. It looks good, man. It looks so cool. But yeah, and then I actually added the knight to the wallpaper as well. So thought that was really neat. And then we're not done. There's still 2 more pieces of art I'd like to show off. This next one is I asked Steph to do kind of a not self-portrait, but just a portrait of my face from the side. And Steph did pretty good. It's supposed to be the idea of this was to have me looking over Seattle, even though I don't live there. I live in the state of Washington, so yeah, I thought it would look super cool just looking over a city with a drink in the hand. So thought that was neat. And then the final product it's even cooler. Just holding this night-based energy drink and looking out the sky. It looks sick. I love looking over long views like that. So yeah, and Probably I'll be using this for Twitter. So you'll see it again as a profile picture for Twitter. Yeah, super super cool. And this next one, this is the one that was delaying the rebrand in a way. And I literally when I got the notification, I was so excited that like I'll tell the story because it's funny. It's funny. Like I was working my freight because I work in retail, but I was working my freight and I get the notification on my phone. I didn't know what it was, and I pulled my phone out and I saw it had been done, and I dropped my freight on the floor because I was just so excited. But dude, I'm so glad this got done, dude. So this is the sketch for it. I basically wanted like a portrait of the back of my head, like looking at my setup, and it's kind of like Inception, you know. I'm looking at me, looking at my setup, or looking at my wallpaper. But I asked Steph to use the wallpaper that I had made for Steph and for myself to on the screen, and Steph did just that and copied everything from my setup. Like I had Steph do the PS5 and then the PC, everything. It looks so good, and then the entire setup. It clean, dude. It clean, and then you go to the final product. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good, man. It looks sick. It looks phenomenal, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. The wallpaper is clean. It looks like the wallpaper. It looks exactly like it. So, yeah, it's clean. It looks neat. Looks good. And then the PS5 controller's there. Man. Everything about the setup, everything about my setup is great, but then like the art just phenomenal. I'll probably, what I'll be using this for is a Twitter header. So again, you'll see it. It'll be there. But yeah, super super cool. So that's all the art that Steph made. Again, I will be working with Steph in the future, so if you guys will probably see more art from Steph soon. But yeah, it's super cool that I get to work with the new artist, and then more new artists as well. So yeah, anywho, moving on. So Blue, Blue did my sub badges and my bit badges, and they look really good. They look super good. Blue is the most patient person in the world, like, to work with. Blue is super patient. She does an amazing job. She does an incredible job, no matter what it is. I'm very happy with my badges. They look clean, dude. They look clean. So let's go over everything about the badges. Let's do it. So these are the first draft, the sketches of the badges. And the badges themselves do change a bit. They're not always, they're going to change a lot actually, but this is the first sketch of the badges. I'm trying to, with the badges, I wanted to, at least the sub badges, to follow that Castle Crasher theme, because that's in my veins, dude. I gotta keep Castle Crashers close by, because it's a part of my history, man. I love that game. I love that series, so I want to keep it still close in line with the Rebrand and the medieval theme, but yeah, to still keep it a part of the channel. So yeah, those are the sketches. These are the color drafts. Again, Blue, if you're watching this, thank you for your patience. Thank you for putting up with me, because we had to. I asked her to change these badges a lot. Like, I'm not even kidding. You'll see what I mean in a second here, but this is how they looked at start. They do change a bit. I will kind of go in detail, but to start, I asked her to change the knight sub badge on the bottom left. Instead of it having that flame, it goes to like just orange. Like, instead of like bright orange, it changes to that color to be like a flame. And I do like that change. It's clean. It's good. And then I asked her to change the border instead of white to black on this rainbow knight. And then we did more changes. So I asked her this knight right here. I didn't want it to look too much like this, so I asked her to change it to yellow, and she did. It looks good. It looks clean. And then I asked her to change the borders again. Thank you for putting up with me, Blue. I'm sorry. I asked her to change the border of this rainbow badge again. And I think this was the last change before I was like, we're good. We solid. We in there, But yeah, and I think that was the last change for that badge. But then I asked her to change these badges. So what I asked her to do was I asked her to get rid of this part on these 6 badges to match these ones. And she did. And now it looks cleaner, it looks good. And I also asked her to get rid of these like black lines on the side to be more in line with these badges. And it looks good. And then I had to change these. I changed these myself because I didn't want to bother her anymore with my little like my tedious little tasks. I'm just like, I'll do it myself. I don't want to bother her anymore. But yeah, so in the end, everything turned out good with the sub badges. I asked her to do more. So these badges, I asked her to do these Y-shaped badges to match more of my rebrand. And that first Y is actually, it replaces the 8-year because I didn't like how the rainbow badge turned out again, Blue. I'm sorry, but yeah, I had her do these Y-shaped badges. So this is the 8-year badge, this is the mod badge, and this is the VIP badge. And if you have Frank Your Face Z, I don't know if you need it to see these or not, but you can actually see these badges with Frank Your Face Z. Because yeah, they should be replaced. And I think Nightbot has that mod badge. He's the only one that gets it. No one else gets to have it. And then a couple people have VIP badges, so you might be able to see it. Might. But yeah, I did actually get these changed a little bit to be more like, because these looked like the shadowy shade here. I wanted changed, as well as I wanted this part changed to be more gray, and she did amazing on it. It looks good. I really liked how these turned out, and then to finalize everything, this is how they all look. It goes 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, 9 month, 1 year, etc. And it goes in kind of a color coordinated order, which I really like. I really do like that. It goes in a color coordinated order. So yeah, and then I also made these myself. I went off of the design Blue did, and I kind of did like a sketch shade on it and made it like gold and silver for tier 2, tier 3 badges. So yeah, pretty neat, pretty cool. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the bit badges. Again, Blue, thank you so much for your work on these. They are so good. They are so good. Now, for the bit badges, I ended up going with a coin bag, because I think I did a coin bag before. But yeah, these look so clean. It's just a G in the middle, and it's just kind of like indented into the coin bag with the colored bags. It looks so good. It looks so good. So yeah, and I was happy with these. Nothing needed to be changed at all. They looked so good, and again, these are them in order. But yeah, and then I asked her to do all of the bit badges. So all of them. I mean all of them. Literally all. So like, I should do the second set of badges, which is just the purple bag with the color of the previous bag, I believe. Somewhat the same colored G's, but yeah, so pretty cool looking. That's how they look in order. And then again, next set of badges have that like fade G, but with different colored bags. Basically all the bags match the bit badges like that Twitch made originally. So yeah, she did a phenomenal job on these. Like, straight up. Again, Blue, thank you for putting up with with me. Like, these are so good. I'm so happy with them. They look phenomenal. Was happy to work with Blue on these badges. I found Blue through Twitter. Same as Steph. It was just a matter of like picking out who to work with, and I really loved Blue's designs. So yeah, super cool. Anywho, moving on to the next part of the rebrand. Boom. Emotes by Sixten. Sixten, he's an artist I've been wanting to work with for a while. I think out of every emote design I've seen done by any artist, Sixten's has always been my favorite. Like, I've seen so many different emote designs, and when I see like a bunch of if I see the same artist over and over again, you know, I get tired of that emote. With Sixten, that's not the case. Sixten he creates gold, you know, with whatever pen, pencil, or brush he uses. He creates gold. This man is literally an artiste. He is so good. He makes, oh my god, dude, it's like everything he touches turns to gold. It's chef's kiss, dude. It looks so good. Like, I can't get over how good these emotes look. And I will show you guys in a second. But before that, I'm going to show you sketches of all the emotes that he did, which look super clean. These are the first emotes I asked him to do. He made 2 of these, and I asked him why, and he said he didn't mean to put those 2 there because he was going to go with this one, and I was like, yeah, that works. That works. I didn't like the circle gasp either like that, but yeah, it looks super clean. And I'll talk about all of these emotes and why I wanted to do them when I show you guys the final products. But yeah, super cool on the rough drafts of everything. And then I asked him to do a different color than this light gray, more of a darker gray, to be more in line with the night theme. I wanted more of a darker gray, basically, not a lighter gray. It's as simple as that. But yeah, so there's that. The next set of emotes I asked him to do were these. He did a couple different hypes. I wasn't happy with this one, so I asked him to change it last minute because I wasn't happy with it. So he went ahead and sent me this sketch for hype, because he said I could do a change. And he was like, which one do you want between these 2? And I said this one because I still like the hype text over the night. This one, I mean, you wouldn't know what he's doing. Could have been just fanfare, but yeah. So got the hype over the fanfare type dealio. But yeah, I really do like this one. The next sketch. So this was actually unplanned. I didn't plan to do this for the rebrand, but Sixten opened up his commissions, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I already got the doc written. Might as well do it, you know. And lo and behold, he is a man of created. He makes gold. He does good. He does good. But yeah. And now onto these. So Sixten actually made these. He didn't have. I was surprised when he sent me this because he sent me this in an email and it looks super cool. But yeah. Those are all the finalized emotes, and I'll go over them in a second. But this text part I had to do myself because he had my original name in there. I could have told him I was changing my name, but I didn't know he was doing this to begin with. So how could I have known, you know? But I asked him to... But didn't ask him, sorry. I did the name thing myself. I just kind of added that in there. Same thing with all the others. This one I added in myself. This one I had to... I made this myself because he didn't send me one, but I figured, hey, you know, we got to go in line with the theme here. You know, he's making all these. I might as well create my own of the ones he sent me. But yeah, so pretty cool little graphics for the new emotes. I like them a lot. I love these emotes. They're so good. But let me talk about them because we gotta. So you got the follower emotes. We got electric guitar. You know, you guys know I love, like, you know, we got drums and guitar. I love, like, heavy music. That first playlist on the Linktree, wait, whew, dude, there's so many good songs in there. And then, of course, for the follower emote, we got the little DMCA guy. He's got the DMCA letters. He's sweating. He's nervous. Twitch gonna whack him with a hammer, dude. And then, of course, the follow bot little guy. He's on the computer. He's like, I'm gonna follow this streamer, and he's gonna get what he deserves. I got him now. But yeah, so little follow bot knight, super cool. And then the fanfare emote I mentioned, hype, looks super good. I love the trumpet. It looks clean. It is hype. So those are the follower emotes. If you guys follow the stream, you get these emotes for free to use in the channel, not in other channels, just in mine. But they are cool little emotes. Okay. Next on the agenda, the Tier 1 emotes. So if you guys sub for Tier 1, become a Tier 1 knight, you know, you get these emotes. You get 9! You get 9 emotes for subbing for $5 if you want to, of your own free will, volition, you know. You get salute, you get heart, you get LOL, you get cool with the little guy pulling his shades, you get lurk. Lurk's so good, dude. The little knight pointing his hand out. And there's a story behind Yeet. I'll go over that in a second. But yeah, little knight waving his hand. You get. I actually made Ween and to be like Tier 1 emotes. They were originally Tier 2 and Tier 3, but I changed them to be with Tier 1. I think it fits. So you got Ween and O. They're back. They are back. It's cool. It's neat. They're here. And then along with that, we got old little Barty just strolling along in his night costume. What are you doing, Barty? Go back to sleep. Go eat your veggies. Go eat your grams, okay? Go eat your graham crackers. You silly old man. What are you doing? Go back to sleep. And quit walking around. But we got that emote. And then we got List. That's kind of like the storyboard meme. I thought would have been funny, and he made it look like a scroll. It looks sick. It looks cool. And then I got, for whenever we do Kingdom Hearts, I got emotes made for that specifically. So you got Sora, you got Dolan, you got Gooby. You can't go wrong with Gooby, but Dolan, oh my god, look at him. He's so cute. Look at them eyes. He's adorable. But yeah, he did a super good job with these emotes. I'm super happy with them. And then we got bit emotes. So we got I think that's Snug, I'm pretty sure, or Comfy, one of the two. I don't remember what I named it. But you got that for the first bit emote. The second bit emote is Smile. Look at that innocent little soul. Look at him. He's just going to stare at you for all of time, and he's not going to stop staring. And then we got Nope, which is just him, the little knight holding up the cross, sweating. He's like, oh God, please don't kill me. Please, no, not today. But it's super neat looking emote. And then the story behind Yeet and Lurk. The emotes work in tandem. So let's say you unlock Yeet. You're just like, I'm going to spend like $100, 100 smackaroonies, and I'm going to use this emote. But if you're subbed as well, you know, you get these two emotes. They're a combo. They work in tandem together. So like if you type this emote first and enter it, and then you do this one below it, the knight is literally smacking into the tower that this knight is sitting in. It's so good, dude. I wanted to do a Yeet emote for so long. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. I wanted to do a Yeet emote for so long, right? and I didn't know how to do it. Like, for the longest time, I looked up the meaning of yeet, the history of yeet, the whole encyclopedia of yeet, and I couldn't figure it out until I believe it was Tim the Tatman, his emote. I got an idea off of that, and I wanted to just have the knight slamming into a wall, but instead of a wall, a tower to match with this one. So props to him for giving me that idea, because I didn't know what to do, man. Didn't know whether I wanted to throw something or have the knight go straight headfirst into a tower. I mean, it was complicated. It was a hard time. It was a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do. So these turned out great. I'm happy for them. Now the next set of emotes, Tier 2 and Tier 3. So if you guys sub for $10 or 25 smackaroonies, you get these emotes along with the Tier 1 emotes. You got Blind, which is it's super new for me. Like he just did them. It's super cool looking. But you got Blind. You got Aim, which goes in tandem with Defend, because he's like cowering from the arrows. It looks so good. It works so well. Then you got Bonk, dude. The freaking R Knight bonking a Blue Knight. He's just like, you stupid idiot, go get banned. And then you got I believe that's F, aka Surrender, with the little white flag. It looks cool. Looks neat. And that's that for Tier 2. Now if you sub with Tier 3, you get a little Royal Knight. Look at him looking all royal. Look at his little face. I just want to smack him upside the head because he's so cute. But yeah, he got that crown. He got that bling. He got that bling bling. But he looked cool. He looked really neat. You got that. You also got the dragon from Steph's art pieces. I asked Sixten to do a dragon, and he did it perfectly. It's the knight wearing a dragon. I actually want to do something with that later down the line. But anywho, then you got the jester. The knight's wearing like a little jester costume. It looks so good. Look at him being all jokestery. And then you got, of course, $25. I gotta hand you a money bag emote, So the knight's carrying a little money bag. It's too heavy for him. He's literally going to pass out and probably die. He can't hold that anymore. Poor little knight. He can't hold all that money. But you got that, and then you got Yum, I think, or Nam. It's one of the two. Feast, I think. Feast. That's it. You got Feast for the last one. Super cool looking. He's just gonna eat a drumstick whole. He's including the bone. He's a man. He is a man. Anywho. Next set of emotes, I believe this is the last set. Seasonal emotes. Do we love seasonal emotes, right? So you got my April Fool's Night, the spy night. But yeah, that'll be for April, along with a bunch of other little ideas you guys have probably already noticed. But yeah, and then you've got Halloween emotes. You got the little spoopy knight. You got the pumpkin knight, you got the skeleton knight, you got the zombie knight, you got the one that wants some candy, dude. That knight's hungry. You must feed him now. And then, of course, we got the Santa Claus for Christmas. We got the little tree, got Rudolph, got a snowman, got a gift. Dude, the seasonal emotes are so good. I hope you guys like them. Super solid. But yeah. Super cool. But that is all I believe that's everything. Cool for Sixten. Sixten, if you're watching this, you probably aren't, but if you are, it's a pleasure working with you. I hope we get to work together in the future, man. Your art is your emotes are so good. I'm happy to be working with you. It's a dream come true in a way of saying. But yeah, thank you for all your hard work on the emotes. I really do appreciate it. They look so good. Now, moving on to the next artist, Z. So this part of the rebrand was a struggle. Was an absolute struggle because I couldn't find anyone to do animations. I wanted to get animations done for the rebrand because I wanted to try something new that I hadn't done before. I thought, you know, badges, emotes, art in general wasn't going to be enough to kind of make this rebrand what it was. So I wanted to get animations done. This was probably the hardest part, finding someone to do animations. I got lucky finding Z on Twitter, good old Tweeter. But yeah, Z did some phenomenal work on the rebrand. I'll go over what Z did. Z did my alerts. So, first things first, this sketch. The knight figure here, Z said, I actually asked Z why she was using this. She told me she didn't actually need it. She just thought she was gonna need it, and she just made it. So we have like a little knight guy. He looks so cute. I'll go to this next one because she actually made like a colored version of the knight puppet. And I actually used this guy as like a little nodding emote, and I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, she didn't even need to use this. She just made it. She thought she was gonna need it, but she didn't need it in the end. So. Yeah, anywho. Boom. So, she did sketches of all the, or sketched animations of the alerts, and they're basically what they all are. They're all from the emotes. I went through and picked emotes, that I wanted to use for the alerts, and dude, these turned out so well. Like, these are just the sketches, but here's the final product. Look at these, man. They're so good. She did such a good job with these animations. So you got, like, the saluting knight. You got the saluting knight up here. You got the shocked knight. You got the ween knight. You got the prime knight. You got the cool knight. You got the spoopy knight, which is actually my favorite. I love that one. That one's funny. He just like, he's spoopy. He's just like, bro, you scared, bro? And then you got the heart knight, you got the lurk knight, and you got the yeet knight. Dude, these are solid animations, and I'm so happy that I get to work with Z. I'll probably be working with Z more in the future, hopefully. So expect to see some more designs in the future, more animations maybe. But yeah, next up, again, these are animated emotes that I decided to do with Z. Z did a few of these. She did, well, I think she did, well, let's see here. But yeah, I actually worked with someone named Lexarnus, I believe is her name. That's a lot of numbers, but yeah, Lexarnus did one of these emotes, and I did some of them. It's kind of like collab, but the so these animated emotes were done by, it's like a collaboration of Z, Lexarnus, and and myself. So I would say even Sixten kind of helped on this one, you know? It's kind of crazy. So I'll point out who did what, basically. So Lexarnus did a wiggle knight. I haven't shown this guy off at all. He cute. Isn't he cute? Look at him. Look, he's so cute. Look it. So these are the animated emotes you guys will be able to use. I do want to add one more in, but it's not ready. It's not even worked on yet. I want to get one done, but it's very specific. You guys will see it probably in like the near future, hopefully. But I got 4 ready for you guys. So Lexarnus made this one. She is super easy to work with. Super good artist. I was trying to find like a wiggle emote artist, and it was super hard to find, and I found someone, so it was cool. So Lexarnus did this one. Technically, Z did this one. But I added the animation to it, and I thought, well, you know, this could work. So yeah, I ended up making that because of Z's inspiration. She did that little puppet thing. But yeah, so like the little if I go oh, there we go. If I go back to that the nod, you can see like I had inspiration to just do a nodding emote. So yeah, that's in there. We've also got Dolan doing some pogs, bro. Pogs per second. Again, Sixten made these two emotes, but I made GIFs out of them. Some animated emotes. So yeah, you got Dolan here. He's pogging away, dude. He's getting them pogs, and it's like he's doing push-ups, but he's doing pogs per second. And then you get the knight with like he's on fire and he's shaking. Poor guy, he's on fire. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so it was a kind of a collaboration of people working on these. But yeah, super cool. Again, I do want to get a fifth one done, but it's not gonna be ready for a while. So, yeah, but these are the ones that are available now to use if you are, I believe you're subbed for tier 1 as a tier 1 knight. You can use these. So yeah, pretty cool. Thank you, Twitch, for giving me animated emotes. I'm very happy. I'm a happy man. I am. So, we got 2 more parts to the rebrand here. Let's get into it. Cheer motes. So I don't actually have access to cheer motes. I believe that's a partner-only feature. But I did want to use these as alerts. Again, it was hard trying to find. I wanted to use a bunch of different artists for this project. So I asked Royce. I was trying to look again. Animators looking for them. It's hard. It's super difficult. Like it's insanely hard, and it was hard trying to find people to do these animations for me. But Royce did a good job with these. He did a phenomenal job. I basically wanted the coin bags to explode open, and have money pop out. that's the whole point. So it looks kind of cool. It looks cool. It looks good. So yeah, these are these will be alerts for people if you were to cheer in the channel on stream, this would pop up with the animation. So super neat, super cool. But yeah, that's that. Thank you, Royce. I appreciate you hard work on these animations. Coins look super clean. Look super good. Anywho, the last part of the rebrand, and this is probably, I would say, almost the biggest part, because it's something I've been wanting to do, and I've never had my own way of doing it, a transition. So I wanted to have my own transition with the stream, just to transition into whatever we're doing, and never ever, again, finding someone to make transitions was hard. Kind of. Looking on Twitter, I think I found Never Ever pretty quickly, but yeah, this is kind of a last minute. I think it was the last minute thing, but it happened. It did happen. This turned out really well. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna go over everything that Never Ever did with the transition. It looks super clean. So to kind of start, the knight here, I don't know why she did like a knight sketch, probably just to do it. I don't know. But it looks neat. She also created like a sword, or this is I actually pulled the sword from the knight that's Steph did, and I basically used it as reference for what I wanted Never Ever to create. And it looks super clean. Like this is like the first animation for the sword. Kind of what we wanted to start with the animation, and then she did like this, like 2 different backgrounds here, like one of like a little world map, and then another one with like no world map but like a shine and the sword in the ground with. This is perfect, dude, because like my name, like C45T, T being the sword, I didn't even think about that, and I'm just like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty wild right there, you know? It's crazy. And then like the sword's going into the ground, you see the cracks, and then 1-3. It looks cool. And then like you got the light over, and we'll talk about more about like, because there's more slides to go through. So let's keep going. So this is the first animation. It's literally just the sword and then the background. You can barely see the background. It'll probably be more clear on stream, but the background's like a medieval theme, I believe, or maybe there's nothing there yet. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like this this, I don't know what you want to call it, like curtain being flung over, and then the sword like doing a flip and going straight down. It looks cool. It looks sick. So that's the first one, and then we move on to the next one. It's more, I think, yeah. So yeah, the sword kind of slams down into the ground and creates that crack into my name. It looks so good, dude. Look at that. It looks sick. And then I don't know if you kind of see it, but there's like film lines there, like old film lines. You can probably barely see that, but then there's also that light, and then the background. It's cool. And then we go on to the next one. I think the background changes. I think the background stays the same on the curtain, but you go down, and then the background pops up, and then the floor is actually like cobbled now. She did a few changes because she was asking me, because she thought I really wanted like a complicated transition animation for how much I was paying. And I told her, no, I don't want anything complex. I wanted something just simple. But yeah, she went above and beyond for what I was asking. Like, it was crazy. She got really creative with it. Like, so there's the two Earths and then the XX on the background. But then we go into the next one. And then it's even more cleaner. The background becomes, instead of those world maps, there's a kingdom in the background, which looks sick. I love it. It looks so good. And she also got rid of the XX. And I think the last thing on this transition I asked for was to get rid of the spotlight that pops up. Yes. And then, is this the last slide? I don't know if it is. It's getting there. But yeah, this is like, I think this is the final transition. So the sword goes into the ground, no spotlight, but then it fades to swords cutting the screen. It's so good, dude. It's clean. It's clean. This is probably the biggest part of the rebrand. It was the last like idea type of thing. It looks so good, dude. Look at that. That just looks. It looks crazy, right? It looks great. Looks good. I was super happy with this. And then the last slide here is never ever posted it on her Twitter. It looks super good. It looks clean. And it's just like it's a loop of the whole animation. She did a phenomenal job on this. I'm super happy with it. And she included my old Twitch name, but I didn't really care. I don't even know if I liked it, but you guys might have seen it on Twitter if I was tagged in it, so it could have popped up. You guys might have seen it, who knows? But I was keeping it under wraps for a while. So, yeah, that is the rebrand in its entirety. God, man, a little over a year of work, and this is what comes of it. It's crazy. I don't know what this will do for my stream or for my channel. I don't really care. I really just wanted to work on this, have something to work on, and this was it. This was like a passion project almost, dude. It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. And there's more to come with the artist that I'm working with. Like, I'm not done. Like, I want to do more art. I want to do more animation. And I don't know how much more there will be, but I think at some point I will take a break with commissions. But yeah, First, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been patient waiting for this. If you were waiting for it, cool. If you weren't, yeah, it's taken a bit, but it's finally here. Rebrand is live. Hopefully you guys like everything that I've done and worked on with these artists. If you guys want, I will be. So I forgot to mention this. The panels for the artists. I will be having panels for each of those artists that I worked with. So there will be a few more panels down below the stream. But if you want to check out those artists, if you want to commission them for whatever art you're looking to get done, you can do it. Like I said, I've worked with all these artists now, and I've loved everything they've done. Steph, Blues, Sixten, Z, Royce, Never Ever, phenomenal artists. They're great at what they do. Please go check them out and give them a commission. Do art with them. Do things. I can tell you they do phenomenal work, and I'm super happy that I got to work with each and every one of them. I'm so happy this rebrand is finally live. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this behind the scenes video. If you did, I appreciate it a ton. If you would like to check out my stream, you don't have to, but I will leave all my links and stuff down below in the description. Anywho, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys in the next stream. And yeah, bye.